what I think keeps us from living in the moment a lot of the times is we're always waiting for one more thing and then life will really begin. Again, when my tech students tend to be seniors, all that is on their mind is graduation. That's when life is really going to begin. Now, when they were seniors in high school, all they thought about was college. That's when life's going to begin. But as soon as they get here, they start looking forward to Christmas break, spring break, and summer, right? And it started way before that. When we were 5, couldn't wait to get on the school bus. When we were 11, couldn't wait to be in junior high. When we're in junior high, everybody can't wait till we're out of junior high. When we're 15, can't wait till what? 16, baby, I'm driving. It may be a 1965 Rambler Classic American, but I'm on the road. And when I'm 17, I can't wait till I'm 18 and I'm going to graduate. That's when life's going to be good. Once I get out of college, what I need is a girlfriend. If I just had a girlfriend, life would be good. If I could find a way to break up with this girl without her killing me, that's when life is really going to start getting good. What I need is a better job. I think a better job will make life. We need a new car. We need a house. If I could just get married, that's what we need are babies. If these babies ever get out of diapers, that one's life's really going to start being good. They'll get in preschool. Once they get in preschool, I think we can relax a little bit. We got to get them through junior high without killing them, man. Once they get out of high school and they get into college, that's when our life is going to be good. We'll get a different house. We'll relax a little bit more. I tell you what, once we get these college debts paid off, that's when life is really going to start defining itself. What I'd like to do, maybe we could retire early. We'll get an RV. What we need is a bigger RV. This one's not big enough. I think that's going to define our life. What we'll do is we'll retire fully, we'll travel, we'll see the country. Here's when life is going to be great, when I'm dead. Yeah, thanks. So now let me tell you about the best Thanksgiving of my life. Our kids were all in San Angelo. Cassidy was in nursing school, and Patrick and Brooke both worked down there. And we decided to take Thanksgiving down to them because one had to work the day before and one the day after. We decided to do Thanksgiving in Cassidy's little one-bedroom apartment. Now, if you've ever sent a kid away to college, you know what you send with them is the couch that Salvation Army won't take. And then her dining room set was a folding table and 4 folding chairs, and the table always has the one leg that won't stick out, and so you duct tape it in place. And then we had friends who had a wagon wheel coffee table that was about 40 feet around. And so now picture Cassie's one-bedroom apartment. Here's the couch Salvation Army won't take, the 40-foot coffee table, and the dining room set. We had some friends who were driving from Lubbock down to the Hill Country decided to join us for Thanksgiving lunch that day. And then Cass and Patrick and Brooke had invited friends of theirs who they knew who couldn't go home for Thanksgiving, so they came to join us too. Now, did I mention the one-bedroom apartment? We had 17 people for Thanksgiving. Now, Cassidy's stove in this little apartment, on average, was a perfect 350 degrees, but that's because it would be 0, then spike up to 700, and then back down to 0. So the turkey was mostly done. In fact, these kids were pulling these red pieces of meat off of the carcass, asking, is this okay? We go, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Now, these sweet college kids offered to bring either sides or desserts. So for sides, most of them brought Doritos. For dessert, they brought Oreos. So what we had was semi-cooked turkey and Oreos and Doritos on these paper plates, people sitting around this 40-foot coffee table, and everybody just having a great time. And I thought, what a privilege this is to be with these folks. I get to. Because you know how holidays can be. There are a lot of obligations, a lot of rules around holidays about how it's supposed to be done. And that's become the theme for what I love to talk about, the difference between seeing life as a privilege, as a get to, and life as an obligation, a got to. Now, I think there are 2 things related to this get to life. One is, I think we can choose a more spontaneous life, like this Thanksgiving. We can choose to enjoy more things. But I think the other thing is we can change our perspective. We can see more blessings, more of life as a privilege. We can see our life as a get to. To be there. I used to give my students an assignment called a wisdom assignment. They were interview 4 people over age 40 and ask them, what's your favorite memory? What do you wish you'd known at 21 you know now? What are your greatest regrets? The favorite memory, and I said, tell me the age of the person you interviewed. This woman was 51. She said, my favorite memory is when my dad took me to a brownie meeting when I was 8 years old. Now, I don't know the context of that. I don't know if it happened just once, happened all the time. I don't know. I just know as parents, we never know what's going to stick. We don't know what those moments are. And here's how my dad did vacations. He'd throw the mattress in the back of the Rambler station wagon. There were 3 of us boys, And my dad's definition of great vacation was driving without stopping. And so once you're in the car, you're not peeing again, man. It's going to be 11 hours because you pee in Lubbock, and I guess you should have peed a little more because we're not stopping, man. And we would drive. I mean, seriously, he just loved driving. We did not stop. And if he could drive and not actually spend any money during the vacation was another thing. I remember we'd been in Arkansas. We're in Texarkana. We're in Texarkana. It's about 10 o'clock at night. And could we please stop? Let's get a motel. My dad's not paying for a dadgum motel. He said, I will just drive in. It's not that far. So like 5 in the morning, we arrive in Lubbock, 5 or 5:30. He loved driving, man. So the first time Janet and I took a family vacation, Cassie was about a year and a half old, Patrick about 7. We were going to go to Corpus Christi to see some friends. Corpus Christi is 515.23 miles from Lubbock, Texas. I was going to go without stopping. Janet said, but she was real scary when she said it, man. I don't know how to even replicate it. And so, of all the things I've learned from my lovely wife, it is that real life is found at the roadside park. Real life is found at those spontaneous times that we stop and those spontaneous things we do. And so, I never made that mistake again to refuse to stop. So we take random drives, we stop, and it's changed my life. And it's changed my life to be there in those spontaneous moments with my kids and those spontaneous moments with my grandson. I just think sometimes we move too fast and too often. The key to life is being available to it.